Happy Memorial Day, Metalheads. My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. And today we are going to take a look at 7 made in the USA knives. 7 knives that I really like that are made in the USA. First, I want to say thank you to all the vets out there and to anyone who's currently active duty. Thank you very much for your service. I really do appreciate it. This is the Spyderco Yojimbo 2. This one could very easily be on this list. I just chose a couple others instead of it, but this one could very easily make this list. These are just knives that are made in the USA that are excellent knives. They really are excellent knives, and the Yojimbo 2 is definitely one of those, but it's not in the 7 that I picked today. And I'm really looking forward to the new mini Yojimbo that's coming later this year. I cannot wait to check one of those out. All right, we're going to do these in order from the smallest knife to the biggest knife. It's not being done by price. It's being done by smallest to biggest. And the first one is the Spartan RC, the 3 1/4 inch S45 VN blade steel, titanium frame lock. Very ergonomic, not very heavy. Buttery smooth action. This one is on washers, has that washer glassy feeling to it. Fantastic knife. Yeah, love this knife. One day I'd like to check out the 3 1/2 inch just to see how much bigger and bulkier it is, because even though this is generally the size I like, this one even feels a little small to me. Being a 3 1/4 inch, it feels a little small, but fantastic knife, made extremely well. These are actually made in my state of North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they're made out towards the East Coast out there. But yeah, snappy detent, great knife. Love the Spartan RC, 3 1/4 inch. Next up, going to the other side of the country, down in Texas, the Tactile Knife Co. Rockwell. Although I gotta say, I do really like this knife, but I've gotten bored with this knife, so I think I'm gonna sell it. I want to do some more builds, and not only so much you can do with this, you can anodize it, but I think that may take away from the value. So instead of doing that, I think I may just pass this on to someone else, let someone else pick it up, and buy something else to do a build on. You'll be seeing a few of my builds coming up here after this knife. So, but yeah, the Rockwell's a fantastic knife, fantastic gentleman's carry. If you want a one and done kind of gentleman's carry knife, or just everyday carry knife, made in USA, that's nice, has great detent, looks good, feels good. You can't go wrong with the Rockwell. Amazing knife for the money. And this one is the golf ball pattern, by the way. And this one's Magna Cut also. I don't think I said that before. Magna Cut blade steel in this. Next up, one of my all-time favorites, the Benchmade bug out. Now mine has been customized with some red dark matter scales, red thumb studs, red standoffs. That's really all that's been done to it. This is just the S30V model with the coated blade. I love the bug out. I know a lot of people don't love the bug out, but I love the bug out. You're going to see a bug out build coming up very soon on the channel. I'm going to be rebuilding this bug out with some glow rhino scales and backspace standoff back there, or kind of a backspacer standoff with tritium inserts in the scales and the standoff. So, or backspacer piece that goes back here. I think I'm going to keep the screws this color and the pocket clip this color because the tritium is green, and I think that'll look good. But yeah, you'll be seeing a new bug out build coming soon. But I love the bug out. I know some people don't love the bug out. I think the bug out's a fantastic knife. The size of the knife you get, the action you get, and it comes in under 2 ounces. I mean, it's fantastic. It's amazing. Amazing they got that knife down to under 2 ounces for its size. Next up, Spyderco Para 3. The Yojimbo 2 could have easily replaced this knife, but I just like the Para 3 more. I like the ergos on the Para 3 more. It feels much better in hand to me. The Yojimbo 2 is great in hand, but this just feels better in hand to me. Yeah. This is like an all-American classic, in my opinion. It should go down as one of the all-time great knives ever made in the USA, along with the bug out. For what you're getting, made in USA, the heat treats you're getting, and yeah, they don't come with the the fanciest stuff out of the box, but man, you can make these whatever you want them to be, and still come in under what some of these Chinese OEM knives that are $300 to $500 are going to cost you. You can pick one of these up on sale, buy you some scales, and fix it up the way you want it to be, and make it what you want it to be. And this one has Rips Garage Tech skinny fat carbon scales, Nebula fat carbon scales. This one's S45 VN, has a Lynch deep carry pocket clip, and that's really all you need for this knife. It's an amazing knife. Love this knife. I need to carry it more often. I haven't carried it in a long time because the next knife has been taking up my Spyderco pocket time. Currently still my favorite knife in my collection, Spyderco Manix 2, but full disclosure, I hated this knife when it was new and hadn't been modified. These scales totally changed this knife for me, the Applied Weapons Technology scales. You get to delete the liners, makes it thinner, lighter weight. By being thinner, you get better access to the tabs. I did add a titanium aluminum tabs. I didn't go with titanium because I wanted to keep it as lightweight as possible. Did do a Rips Garage Tech pocket clip, which also fat carbon, Nebula fat carbon pocket clip, which helps the weight get down. Replaced the steel ball with a ceramic ball. And we're down at 3.4 ounces for this, for me, a large knife. And 3.4 ounces, fantastic action, amazing sounds with the combination of the scales and the ceramic ball. Just amazing sounds now. Didn't sound anything like this when it was OEM. And it was heavy and clunky. I didn't like it OEM, but now, favorite knife in my collection. And this one, S30V, if I believe is right. Yeah, S30V on that one. Just a basic old Manix 2. Next up, we're going to move on to some slightly larger knives. Spartan Blades Palace. This is a button-lock Spartan Blades S45, just like the RC. Aluminum scales. Yeah, big old knife. Big old button lock, but great sounds because of the aluminum. Just like the Manix 2, the aluminum just gives it this different ting sound. Great flipper action, great thumb stud action. A little bit of button stick, but honestly this thing's still pretty much new. Has never been broken in, so yeah. Big old knife, lightweight for its size. I don't remember the weight exactly, but it's under 5 ounces, and it's a big old knife. Titanium pocket clip. I think the hardware is titanium also. The standoffs and everything are titanium. Very cool button lock knife. I wish they'd make a smaller version of this. This is a little big for me, but I wish they'd make a smaller one like they do with the RC. You know, they make the 3.5 inch RC, and that's the 3.25 inch. I wish they'd make a smaller one of these for me to check out, because this is just a little too big for me, but I do like it a lot. I do like it. It's a great knife for you bigger guys out there. These run about, I think, $400. These run about $400. This one's like $3. These, I don't even know what those cost at this point with all the stuff I've done to them, but, you know, less than that. So, and next, and last, I should say, but definitely not least, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of hardware here. Too big for me, too heavy for me, but my goodness, is it not a beast? Made in the USA by Andrew Dimko, the AD20S. And this one is currently available for sale, by the way. So is that Palace, too. They're here for the knife sale. Although this one may, this may blow your mind, the owner of this knife, if it doesn't sell soon, I think he's going to send it and have it chopped and make it smaller. This one has the original goat titanium scales added to it. It came with carbon fiber scales, so if you were to buy it, it does include the original scales in the box and everything. But shark lock, I don't know what it is about the shark lock on this compared to the AD 20.5. It feels smoother, glassier feeling on the pivot and the bearings, I guess. Something's different about it. The AD 20.5 is not bad, but this just has a much glassier feel to it than any AD 20.5 I've felt, and I've felt a lot of them at this point. Although the new ones that my AD 20.5 that's had the magnets added to it, it's got a snappier detent than this, but you could have magnets added to this too. Yeah, a beautiful, beautiful knife. This one is, I can't remember what steel it is. Is it Magna Cut? I think it's Magna Cut or 20 CV. I got it on my spreadsheet. I don't see it marked anywhere. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see that without flashlight. Get flashlight. It is marked in there. Elmax. I knew that. Elmax still. I knew that. Yeah, big old behemoth of a knife for you larger guys out there, but man, it's beautiful. Especially with these original goat scales make this knife, in my opinion. They make it look the way it looks. Give it that. It just looks expensive. It is expensive, but you know, the scales, it's expensive with the carbon fiber scales. These scales make it look like it costs, is what I'm trying to say. They make it out, and they're made in the USA too by Original Goat. So 100% made in USA. Beast of a knife. I want another company. I really want them to do something new, right? I want to see a new model with a shark lock. Maybe go with a smaller knife that's thinner, something thinner, and a smaller, like a gentleman's carry, with a thinner shark lock in there. You have to use a thinner coil spring, but yeah, I want to see what else they can do with the shark lock other than the 80 series. So there's got to be some other stuff they can do with it. I hope they got something in the works for this year. All right, guys, that's going to do it. 7 made in USA knives from smallest to largest. All these are fantastic knives. Can't go wrong with any of them. None of them are cheap knives, although this is the cheapest knife you can buy without it being customized, like 150 bucks. You can get these for like 160. You can get these for right around 200, uncustomized. But then you put $100, $200 in. Well, in this case, I put $120 into this knife, so I'm in that knife for like $320, something like that, and it's an amazing knife. Best knife in my collection, and that's going to come in a lot less than some of these Chinese OEM knives, and then it's yours, and you own it. You made it what you want it to be. Thank you guys so much. Happy Memorial Day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.